So, if you're running a particle size analysis operation, odds are there's ISO, ASTM, and other standards you have to follow. So what does that look like? I'll explain everything, so stick around. Hi, I'm Candace Blaker, and I'm the product manager for particle size analysis here at W.S. Tyler. If you're a manufacturer of dry or bulk particles, like sand, salt, chemicals, and plastics, then particle sizing is important to your quality control process. Many materials are manufactured to specific size and shape requirements designated by international or industry standards committees like ASTM, ISO, AASHTO, and API. The majority of these standards committees recommend sizing methods for dry particles using test sieves. W.S. Tyler has been in the particle size analysis business for over 150 years, and we've worked with customers in industries all over the world to provide particle analysis equipment like test sieves and sieve shakers. We work with our customers' known standards to help them be sure that they're using the right testing equipment for their own industry standards. So in this video, we'll go over ASTM, ISO, AASHTO, and API standards, test sieve certification and standards, and what happens if you don't have a material standard. A quick search on the ASTM website for sieve will yield 6,490 individual standard results. Each of these results provides information on which sieve sizes are required for a specific material. Each standard will detail how to perform the particle size test, including sample size, testing time, expected results, and acceptance method. ASTM International is one of the largest standards developing organizations in the world, creating standards for materials, products, systems, and services. ASTM members represent producers, users, consumers, government, and academia from more than 140 countries. These volunteers work together to develop technical documents that are the basis of manufacturing, management, procurement, codes, and regulations for dozens of industry sectors. Oftentimes, ASTM is listed as a supporting document within other standards. ASTM E11 specifically governs the production of test sieves, setting tolerances for mesh openings, wire diameters, frame size, and cloth mounting requirements. This standard ensures that users in any industry can be certain that their sieves will produce repeatable, consistent results. We have a lot of conversations with our customers that involve them sending us their standards word for word. As a test sieve manufacturer, we can't tell you which standard is right for your material and process, but we can help you work through the standard that you know is correct for you. Across the broader ASTM international jurisdiction, you can find sieves as a resource in standards for fine and coarse aggregates, metal powders, and plastic materials. You can find standards for roofing products, which requires test sieve analysis to ensure particle uniformity. The particle size of powders and powder coatings are important to how paint covers a surface, and that testing method is set in ASTM D3451. ISO has published over 22,000 international standards and related documents, covering almost every industry, from technology to food safety to agriculture and healthcare. ISO, the International Organization for Standardization, is based in Geneva, Switzerland. They're very similar to the US ASTM because they bring together experts to share knowledge and develop voluntary, consensus-based, market-relevant international standards that support innovation and provide solutions to global challenges. The ISO standard that governs the manufacture of test sieves is ISO 3310-1. This standard, like the ASTM E11, details the requirements for mesh size, construction materials, and tolerances. ISO 17827-1 specifies a method for characterizing material used biofuel production. For example, wood chips, hog fuel, olive pits, etc., used in pellet stove heating. AASHTO is an international leader in setting technical standards for all phases of highway system development. Standards are issued for design, construction of bridges and highways, materials, and many other technical areas. AASHTO has many standard guides for particle sizing that reference sieve sizes and requirements for material testing to ensure the uniformity of asphalt, cement, and concrete used nationwide in our road systems. AASHTO Standard T37 outlines a standard method for using sieves to test the mineral filler in hot asphalt. The reflective beads used in traffic markings, including lane markers, are measured using sieves as an alternative in standard PP74. The fineness of cement particles is important in determining its finished strength and longevity, and sieves are used in standard T192 to test this. The API represents all facets of the natural gas and oil industry. They have a standard regarding the specifications set down for silica sand used in hydraulic fracturing. or fracking. The uniformity of size and shape is critical, including sphericity and circularity. This standard details the different particle size distributions required for each grade of sand, which is verified using test sieves. Test sieve certification goes hand in hand with these standards. Certification methods can be used to be sure that your sieves are still performing to the level dictated by your standard. Many material testing standards using test sieves will recommend having a master set of certified test sieves that are used as performance checks for the daily working test sieves. The same sample material is tested on the working sieves and the master sieves. Those results are then compared and any variance in results is addressed. This can help you to determine any wear on the daily use sieves and replace any worn as necessary. Other standards recommend that you have your working sieves recertified after a set time frame to ensure they're still performing as designed and still meet the requirements of the E11 standard. Test sieve openings are measured using a calibrated optical system, and users are provided with a document of certification to either ASTM E11 or ISO 3310-1 standards. There are cases where research and development teams work with material that standards haven't been determined for yet. If the general size of the particles is known, having a mix of ASTM E11 standard test sieves above and below the nominal size can help determine the efficiency of your production process. Once a mix of particles is determined to perform as desired, future production can be quality checked using sieves to check ongoing particle size distribution. Typically, we suggest going to the standards website like ASTM or ISO and searching for similar material to yours. This can offer some insight into testing methods and processes. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, fill out a Contact Us form so we can answer your specific questions. Just click the link in the description. And if you'd like to learn more about woven wire mesh or our many products, we have a learning center filled with written and video content to make you an expert. Just click the second link and you'll be that expert in no time. And don't forget to click the subscribe button and ring that bell to keep up with all things WS Tyler. Once again, my name is Candace Blaker, and I'll see you around in the next video. Bye for now.